Hi everybody, Kira here at Unfurl, and today's question is, how do you help yourself feel safe in a life that feels unsafe? So, for many of us, whether you are neurodivergent or you're an empath or a highly sensitive person or you've experienced childhood trauma, any of those things, Enneagram 4 Wing 5, that's me, or the Myers-Briggs INFJ, right? I've done all the reading and research and I love getting in there, trying to work out, who am I? Where am I at? What's going on? Why am I the way I am? And I think that's what we're all doing. We're trying to figure ourselves out. But at the end of the day, regardless of what kind of label or description or understanding we come to, the reality is we still feel unsafe in life. We feel unsafe with people at times. We feel unsafe in situations. We feel unsafe taking on new challenges. So there's just an underlying fear of life. And as much as I like to be up here in my head, and I love being up in my head, I love thinking thoughts, I love getting abstract and seeing patterns and working stuff out. But at the end of the day, I still have to go out into the world and make a living, because being up in my head thinking great thoughts doesn't pay very well. And I have to make a living for myself and my kids. So how do we do it? How do we help ourselves feel safe? And this is something I've been working on for the last few years. And really what has been a game changer for me, but extremely difficult, is to come out of my head where I feel safe and come down into connection with my body, to come down into connection with my feelings, because it's in our body where the unsafe feeling actually is. And I guess we get into a bit of a cycle. We feel the unsafe feelings and they trigger unsafe thoughts. And we have unsafe thoughts and that perpetuates the unsafe feelings in our body. So it is a kind of difficult cycle to break out of. But my experience is, unless we actually get out of our heads and into connection with the feelings, it's very hard to stop that cause and effect system rolling on. So the things that I have found helpful are, one, when I go out into busy places, I have my headphones on with my soothing music playing, because I'm very easily overstimulated by people's energy, by noise, by lights, by kind of chaos. I become very dysregulated. I feel very jittery. So yeah, having my music on has been very helpful. And also meditation. Now, meditation, if you're a big overthinker, which I guess a lot of us like to think deeply about stuff, meditation can be very difficult, because we sit for 15 minutes or whatever it is with a very busy mind. That's fine. That's part of the process. But every morning now I have my little ritual. I come downstairs, I feed the cats, I put on my coffee, I empty the dishwasher, I light my candles, drink my coffee, and then I meditate. And I don't care who says, well, you can't drink coffee and then meditate. That's what I do, and it works for me. Anyway, so I meditate for 30 minutes and I sit, in that mudra, in my cross-legged position. And for a lot of the time, my mind is very busy. And I'll be thinking about videos I want to make, or, stuff I want to write about. That's fine. But sometimes I am able to land into my body and just feel the sensation of my thumb and forefinger together. And when I really feel it, it's lovely. It's just so lovely. It feels like I'm connected with myself in a physical way. And so this is the process in motion. This is coming back into connection with self. And in that loveliness, there's this warm, calm easiness there in that space of being in the present moment. And that is the stillness of true self. So the deeper self. And so then when I have to go out in the world and make a living or go and at the moment putting myself into new situations all the time, that anxious feeling comes up. And I'm going to say that's my inner child. Oh, what if I get it wrong? What if they don't like me? What if I'm rejected? Oh, I'm no good. All that noisy mind. And now I'm at the point where I recognize that's the inner child, anxious child, traumatized child, whatever you want to call it. And then I go, okay, bring in the calm, peaceful adult part of myself. And then I will actively choose to say, I hear you, it's okay. We have managed so many things in life so far, and we're going to manage this just fine, no matter what happens. And I say it out loud because the sound of my own voice is heard by my nervous system. It has a soothing effect on the nervous system which is holding the energy of fear. So speaking out loud is an important part of the process for me. And the kind part of myself that I'm tapping into when I need it is the part of myself I have already connected with in that meditation space. And I don't know that I would have been able to connect with that part of myself if I didn't create the environment and give myself the opportunity to find the stillness, the silence, the solitude. And in that environment, I can connect with that deeper, calm self. And then when I'm out in life feeling all jittery, I have a part of me to call on. So that's been super helpful as well. And the other thing that I do, and I'm an art therapist, I rarely talk about art therapy stuff here, but I'm going to do it today because I figured, look, this is really helpful. A lot of my clients would say, oh, I'm no good at art. That's what they all say when they begin. But, and maybe that's what you're saying. When I tune in and I can feel the jittery anxiousness in myself, I will get it on paper. And so basically I've just got a marker and look, it's just all lined paper here. So nothing fancy. And I will I'm just going to put down what that jittery energy feels like in me. And that's what it looks like. Because that sort of captures the shakiness of what's happening inside. So this is connecting with the feelings, connecting inwards, connecting with the vibration in our nervous system. So we're connecting with ourselves here. This is what I feel. And now I say, looking at the page, what do I need? And at this point, I say I need soothing, I need calm, I need love. And so then I'll take another color. And in this case, I'm going to take a yellow, which is representing light, and pink, which in this case is going to represent love. And I just... And I might even do... So hang in there, it'll be worth the wait. So what I've done is I put some yellow through it, and then I put in a few little pink love hearts. That's art therapy. That's nothing fancy, but it's very soothing. Art therapy actually activates your parasympathetic nervous system. It starts to calm you down. So when you're dysregulated, whether it's because you've experienced childhood trauma, or you are neurodivergent, or you're a highly sensitive person, or whatever, art has the ability to soothe a highly charged nervous system. So the process of making art will calm you down, and actually giving that anxious energy somewhere to go onto the page helps to get it out. And then we start to offer ourselves what we need, that bit of yellow and a bit of pink, a bit of love and a bit of light. And then maybe there's a message that this part of me needs to hear. like I am safe. And so then I would just write it on the page, I am safe. Because again, it's just telling my nervous system what it needs to hear. I am safe. And by physically doing it, it kind of makes it real. I don't know, does that come out back to front now on the video? I am safe. So anyway, look, that's it. There's the little things that I use. I'm sure I'll think of 20 more now in the middle of the night. I'll be like, damn, I should have put that in the video. But that's what I'm putting out there today. But I would love to know, how do you help yourself feel safe out there in a life that sometimes feels very unsafe? What gift can you share in the comments? Because there's one thing I'm starting to realize about these videos is that it is actually bringing people together. You know, the comments are coming in on the videos, but what I'm absolutely loving is that I'm seeing people commenting on each other's comments, and I feel like, wow, we're building new neural pathways. We're at home feeling kind of scared and disconnected, and nobody gets me, and it's not safe. And then we come into this space, and connections are being made. Connections between people who maybe sometimes feel disconnected. And I do believe we all need connection. So share your hot tips for feeling safe, for soothing yourself, because I know everybody will benefit. All right, lots of love, everybody. If you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.